What's up, Full Ride Nation? Back for another one. For all y'all that don't know me, Christopher, former D1 walk-on turned starter. Here to help you guys with all your basketball hopes and dreams. Here for your daily motivation. Hey, guys, there was a conversation going on, and there was a question asked about how important are stats as far as you getting recruited and getting looked at. And I thought that was a pretty interesting question because a lot of people place a lot of emphasis on stats. So the question is, how important are stats to your recruitment? Well, they are important, but at the same time, there's still a bigger story that needs to be told about your game. So for instance, I use me as an example. Like my high school stats, they may not, I didn't even average double digits, or I might average maybe 9, maybe 10. So like statistically, you had other people in the conference averaging 20-something points. They were all conference, they were all this, but a lot of those players did not go to Division I, and I did. So I'm saying that to say this, because there are other intangible things that coaches come out and look for, because stats can also be misleading. And what I mean by that is you can have a person averaging a lot of points, but there could be a reason why that person's averaging a lot of points. Everything could run through them. They could have the ultimate green light. They could be taking a lot of shots. They could be coming off a lot of picks. So that's why scouts have to come out and look at the game in its totality, because stats alone can be misleading. So yeah, the stats can draw them out to you, but the way that you play the game is going to be what's going to ultimately get you recruited. And so for those of you whose stats may not be so high or be this great, just understand, as long as you're playing a good game, you're playing defense, you're boxing out, you're doing a lot of the intangibles. Those are the things that a lot of these coaches are looking for, because at the end of the day, if you have a good offensive skill set, they can always work with you to get more points. So you have to always be working on your offensive abilities in order to be able to score when you finally get that opportunity. But as a totality, scouts are looking for a lot of things that their team is lacking. They may need a hustle player. They may need a guy who gains rebound. They may need a guy who runs the lane. They may need a guy who plays good on the ball defense. So guys, yep, they may need a guy who plays well in the passing lane, a guy who boxes out. So every team it's going to be different as far as what they're actually looking for. So yeah, your stats, your scoring and stuff, all that's great, but make sure you're playing a complete game. Make sure that you're doing the intangibles. Make sure you're doing the stuff that doesn't actually show up on the stat sheet. That's the stuff that's going to get you on the team and keep you on the team. The stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, the hustle plays, diving for loose balls, denying your man on the wing in a crunch time so that he can't get the ball, making it difficult for a man to shoot, making a guy take an off-balance shot, getting a guy out of his comfort zone. Those are the things that coaches are looking for when they're coming out to recruit. So the stats are great, but at the end of the day, it's not the end-all, be-all. Because let me tell you something. In JUCO, I led my team in scoring and was in 5 statistical categories and ranked in the state and didn't get no offers because my coach had something to do with it. So that's what I'm saying. Stats ain't the end-all, be-all. There's a lot of other factors that go into it. So make sure you're working so that you can play a complete game. Full Ride Nation, I done had you on here too long. I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good weekend. Good Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe out there. And y'all know the drill. Let's compete.